Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, we've actually seen quite a lot of successful movements over the past couple of hours here. You can see right off the bat, if we go to Ethereum here, the breakout that we've been tracking literally yesterday has exploded or rallied to the upside here. Simple, easy stuff. There we go. Yet again, another pump is coming. If this is not a pump, I don't know what is. This is practically back up to all-time highs for this year. You can see we had a major run. Bull flag formation forming here, flagpole. You'll notice we were like, hey, maybe there's some sort of symmetrical, some sort of like price floor supporting the market here too, as we've been using it kind of as a bridge to get across. And then we filled it in, confirm closure right here. And this is a pump, clear as day, beautiful pump rally to the upside here. Doesn't get any better than this when we swing up 6.8%. That's pretty awesome. Now, from here on out, we're not entirely sure where we're going to go. We'll have to cover that later on in today's video, but things like that pretty much are what we've been calling and expecting. This is Solana. Ethereum is getting dangerously close, eerily similar to the same exact thing that happened with Ethereum. We could expect that for XRP. And then we're also going to be looking at Bitcoin, which is heading higher. We're going to be looking at the stock market, which is consolidating, and it's what we're hopefully finding as another bull flag formation here. And there's a lot of things. But the best part is I want to go into today's episode. You can see current refresh of the coin market cap reveals 3.83%. We're up. You can see market cap is continuing to go higher. Volume is starting to come back. You can see Bitcoin is creeping up. We have Ethereum that just rallied up 7.55% here. And a lot of these other cryptos are either consolidating or slowly heading higher. Like Ethereum or XRP here is consolidating. It's like the tipping point. Same thing with Solana, but something like Ethereum and Bitcoin are actually moving upwards here, which is pretty epic if you ask me. So some cryptos are starting to see movement and some aren't here. My biggest worry is we're now trading at 87 on the Fear and Greed Index. That is in the extreme greed category. I think maybe the highest I've seen is like 93, but we are getting dangerously close to that. I'm also noticing somebody made a Diddy coin that is hysterical. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. But with that being said, we do look really good, although I do think we are getting eerily close to a top, and it's almost necessary that we see some sort of correction or pullback in order for us to head higher. It's just kind of how I see these things. So it's going to be interesting to discuss, especially with XRP right now. We're kind of in that same point. So I guess we'll start with Ethereum, then go to XRP, because I think it has a lot of reference to each other. But you can see, if I jump to the daily charts here, we were tracking a major descending fractal on Ethereum here. You can see just this lower high descending broadening wedge, like descending fractal. Then we formed some sort of symmetrical triangle. We were filling this in and we saw the breakout, exploded to the upside. And we went all the way up to resistance here in green, which was a problem zone. And then you can see we started to correct. And I said, all right, we're falling. Good chance we're going to form a new sort of pattern, technical indicator, which we did. We uncovered some sort of descending fractal. You can see clear as day here. And then as this was filling out, we're like, okay, get ready because we're going to expect to see another run. And then boom, we had that pop, major run to the upside here, about a 7%, almost 7% run. And now we're bouncing kind of off a resistance point here. Could consolidate down, or we could very much so go higher. It's really up for debate right now, but we are nearing overbought for sure. And then even nearing overbought on Ethereum's daily charts, but we could still go higher. It's definitely going to be interesting, but I'm a little bit eerie, like a little uncertain right now with where we're going to go after this run, because this could easily send us even higher up. But it's almost like how high? Like this, to take that and then move this onto what we see now almost seems a bit unrealistic. Possible, of course, but to see that break now seems a bit overextended, and I just don't think it has it in it to go that high, but it sure can. So it's definitely tough. So at this point, I just have my stop loss set like right around here, and let's just keep it that way. Because if we come back down, we'll at least lock in profits, or if we just continue to pump, well, then we can just slowly creep that stop loss up a bit higher. But this is a fairly easy run to take advantage of here, a buy-in opportunity. Now, it is tough. You know, there's a lot of risks because we didn't close the candle above here. Let's see if we did on the hourly. Even then, even if you got in right over here, it's still tough. So this was kind of like one of those things where you just tend to take a leap of faith. I get in right over here. Once we start seeing that confirmation, we start seeing some volume move up, and now there's a good chance it could correct back down. So it's interesting, but the main point I'm showing you this is to reference that this is eerily similar to this, not what I wanted to do, to the same thing that's happening right now on XRP. Let's pull up XRP on Bitfinex here. You can see this pattern, this sort of symmetrical triangle, looks eerily similar to what happened on Ethereum, and Ethereum broke bullish. So you can see we're having that same kind of turbulence right now, the same problems. You can see with this resistance here, with this support here, we are filling in the gap dangerously close. We formed some new bull flag formation, and then we found some uptrends, some support to use. And since then, we've been kind of consolidating on this, filling in this gap, and then we're waiting for either a pump or a dump inside of here. Now, I was, if anything, more so expecting correction, continuing to lead us in this bull flag and then see a bigger break later down the road, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So there's a chance it could even break out earlier. Similar with what happened to Ethereum, we could see as early as today a run to the upside here. And you can already see we're having problems right now. We're consolidating. So if we can confirm closure, I'd say outside yellow resistance at like $1.13, we're definitely going to see a rally to the upside again, a big pump. And if it's anything like Ethereum's, then you don't even have to wait for confirmation closure and just take advantage of the run. So these are big. These are interesting. These are crazy movements here. Now, obviously, take advantage of it on BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use. They are completely free to sign up with the link down in the description below. And as you guys can see, they have that new user benefit right here. And then they even have a demo trading account, which you guys can take advantage of. So with the new user benefits, you can get up to $8,100 in bonus by completing the tasks. And anyone can get the $100 bonus, which is also super cool. You can also open a new account if you want and reclaim the bonus, which is also a very unique and cool feature here. But lots of tiers for you guys to claim free bonus money. They then have daily bonus, and then they then have exclusive bonuses here. Then you can head on over to their demo account. You get $50K in demo money, practicing your skills with the exchange. I mean, it's the same BidFi exchange that you're going to be trading on. So you might as well get familiar with it using demo money. That's risk-free. That's what I always recommend, if not the only thing to recommend. To obviously practice your skills with a simulator version of trading. And then what's cool is if you go over to the live trading account, you can use the bonus money that you get. I always recommend like using the exchanges stuff because it's free. You can then do is use your bonus money to trade on, and whatever you earn off the bonus money, you can withdraw completely free, which is super cool. So make sure to check out BidFi down in the description below. Otherwise, moving forward and looking at these other cryptos, aside from Ethereum and aside from XRP, you'll notice there are other technical indicators forming here. Let's say Solana, for example, forming another ascending fractal. Very interesting, filling in this gap quite nicely here. And we are looking for some sort of answer to this as well. You can see the consolidation that's taking place here, the ascending fractal that's forming. Now, obviously, it's a bit too early, and it's almost like another formation here. If we jump to like the hourly chart, I almost want to bring us back to the 4-hour, but you can see it's almost like some sort of bull flag as well, sending us across this. Pretty obvious right here. Check this out. We're going to change these colors just so it's a little less confusing here, but you can see almost like a new fractal forming here, a new bull flag, excuse me. And as this fills in, what we're looking for is another break, and that could send us up even higher inside of another forming ascending fractal. So this is super exciting, but there's all these new technical indicators forming pretty much across the board on these cryptos, which is very good news. And then lastly, for Bitcoin, I honestly think we can just extend this. Like I said, we have without a doubt found a support for sure, but the top has been up for debate for a long time because we really only had like 2 points of confirmation here. So now this very well could be a third, but this would also suggest correction. So we'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens. And then as for the S&P 500, looking at, we'll jump to like the hourly charts here. You can see almost a new formation that we're kind of seeing here. Some sort of another descending fractal filling in this gap, and then looking for another kind of bridge to head up higher. You can see same thing here, bull flag filling in this gap. We're coming across, and what ultimately could happen is correction followed by a break outside of it later on in the future. That's kind of what we're looking at here, as it's kind of been the historical movement of the stock market. But that's it for today's video. Smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.